Mercedes-Benz India will add some spice to the new E-Class lineup with the launch of the Mercedes-AMG E43 4Matic version early 2018. The car will feature a twin-turbocharged 3.0-litre V6 petrol motor pumping out 401 horsepower and an enormous 520 Nm of torque. Power will be sent to all four wheels via a 9-speed automatic gearbox and Mercedes 4Matic all-wheel drive system. Mercedes claims that the new E43 is capable of sprinting from 0–100 kph in 4.6 seconds with top speed restricted to 250 kph. Unlike the locally assembled long-wheelbase E-Class sedans, the E43 will be brought into India as a full import and will also have the distinction of being the only standard wheelbase version of the new E-Class in our market. There is a possibility that the E43 will be the sportiest of the E-Class sedans to be available in India. Mercedes-Benz officials are believed to be so far undecided on the launch of the full-blown 571 horsepower E63 in India. As it is, the 43 nomenclature models like the E43 sit between the regular Mercedes range and the full-fledged AMG versions. For reference, the 43 model line is to Mercedes what M Sport and SR to BMW and Audi, respectively. The sporting intent of the E43 won't be limited to just the engine. A sport suspension with adjustable dampers and larger brakes to handle the power will also be part of the package. Styling too will be sportier with a more aggressive body kit, large AMG wheels, a quad exhaust at the rear and AMG lettering on the brake calipers. The sportier theme will carry on inside the car too. Sculpted sports seats, a flat-bottom steering, fully digital instruments. The regular E-Class in India uses analog dials, and the option of a sportier trim will be on offer. The E43 could also be relatively well priced. It is expected the E43 will cost in the region of Rs 85 lakh or roughly Rs 10 lakh more than the smaller C43. Prior to the arrival of the E43, Mercedes will launch the updated AMG GTS Coupe in the country around Diwali this year with the model featuring some cosmetic changes and added power from the 4.0-litre twin-turbo V8 under the hood. Alongside the updated GTS, Mercedes will also launch the new GT convertible. However, unlike the coupe, the Roadster will come in the standard GT guise and will be powered by a 470 horsepower iteration of the coupe's V8.
A class action lawsuit was filed against Ford Motor Company, alleging the automaker knowingly sold defective 2016 Shelby GT350 Mustang models that are being marketed as track-ready vehicles. The lawsuit, filed in a federal court for the Southern District of Florida, says Ford marketed the muscle car as a track-ready, in an effort to entice potential race enthusiast customers. But some of the vehicles didn't live up to the claims and were unusable, according to the lawsuit. After 15 minutes or less on a racetrack, the transmission and rear differential on the car would overheat, the lawsuit claims, causing it to drastically reduce speed and power, known in the industry as limp mode. This sudden loss of speed puts occupants at risk, the lawsuit alleges. Ford is committed to providing our customers with top-quality vehicles. However, we do not comment on pending litigation, company spokesman Bradley Carroll wrote in an emailed statement. For more on Ford, what's new in the 2018 Ford Mustang? The lawsuit claims that Ford chose to equip the Shelby GT350 base and technology package models with defective transmissions and rear differentials that make the powertrain systems in these specific cars unable to withstand the demands of racetrack driving. An estimated 3,991 Shelby 350 GTs could be affected by the defect. The lawsuit goes further, claims Ford later inadvertently admitted the defect by advising owners to buy rear differential and transmission coolers for their 2016 model year cars at their own expense in order to actually make them ready for a racetrack. The four plaintiffs, who said they paid about $57,000 for the track-ready version of the 350 GT, have demanded a jury trial. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of the plaintiffs by Hagens Berman Sobel Shapiro, a law firm based in Seattle, and Grossman Roth Cohen in Florida.
Ben Sullins of Teslanomics has unveiled a new online tool that analyzes the most popular Tesla Model 3 options by state. The data is being provided by the online authority for tracking Model 3 reservations, Model3Tracker.info, which allows reservation holders to input information about their reservation, including what presumed upgrades they are likely to include in their order once the Model 3 Design Studio goes live. Last spring, early data from 1,637 entries indicated that 90% of reservation holders planned to add one or more options to their Model 3. The most popular upgrade at that time was a larger battery, an option that 75% of people said they were willing to pay extra for. In October, the number of people who had registered with Model 3 Tracker jumped to 4,321. At the time, Paul Carter, who started and continues to maintain the tracker, reported that 7% of Model 3 reservation holders said they would check every option available, while only 5% said they did not intend to specify any upgrades. The most recent data from this month suggests that 93% of Model 3 reservation holders will not purchase a base model for $35,000. Instead, opting for one or more available options. Sullins has taken the raw data supplied by Model3Tracker.info and created a map that highlights the most sought-after options made by Model 3 reservations worldwide. Hovering through each state allows one to view popularity of Model 3 options by individual U.S. state. We've provided the Teslanomics video by Ben Sullins at the end of this story that explains how his search tool works in detail. According to Sullins' visual aid, 87% of Californians say they will add one or more Model 3 options, the same as the worldwide average. The top upgrade is autopilot, with 69% selecting that feature, followed by a larger battery at 62% of Model 3 Tracker respondents. The all-glass roof appeals to 55% of reservation holders. Also popular with Californians are premium paint, 53%, in the dual-motor configuration, 52%. In New York, where winter driving is of concern, 72% of reservation holders will specify the dual-motor option for their Model 3. 67% want autopilot and 60% will upgrade to any available cold weather package. Sullins' program works for customers in Canada too. In British Columbia, 88% of reservation holders will order upgrades starting with the glass roof option at 63%. Dual motors are second on the list at 61%, followed closely by a larger battery at 59%. Data for Europe is also available but is only broken down by country. A less detailed worldwide summary is also available. If you are a Model 3 reservation holder, we encourage you to add your information to the Model 3 Tracker database and help build a larger sample of data. Also, please share with the community any sightings of the Model 3 in our Model 3 discussion forum. Come join the discussion.
Earlier this week, Ford Motor Company announced cool new features for the 2018 Ford Mustang and the 2018 Ford F-150. Both vehicles will have a new nighttime pedestrian detection system. The nighttime pedestrian detection system can apply the brakes in an event of an imminent collision with a person on foot. This new feature could potentially save lives. It also reduces a driver's stress while driving at night, according to Ford. The company also offered more details on how the system will work. The new Ford pedestrian detection system will be launched in the United States along with the release of the 2018 Ford Mustang and 2018 Ford F-150. As for those living in Europe, This all-new